first home game is next Sunday, the 15th, against Canberra United. Adrian, how's everyone been training in the lead-up to round one? Time ready to go?
Yeah, everyone's really looking forward to it. The energy's been up there. We've got a few new players out, which is always nice and brings a different flavour to the group. So yeah, they're just really looking forward to playing their first couple of games at home and being back at Cooper Stadium as well.
Tell us about playing a standalone opening match at Coopers. What does that mean to the group?
Yeah, I think it's a great initiative by the league off the back of the Women's World Cup. Try and build on some of the momentum. I brought my family here to some games and it was great to see packed stadiums here watching elite women's football. So we hope as many of those supporters that came out to support the World Cup will come out and support us as well as we start our season off with 2 games here.
Last week has been quite an influx of new signings. How's everyone gelling together on the squad?
Yeah, everyone's gelled really well. We've brought in some really quality footballers, but more importantly, some fantastic people as well. So the group's fit in. All the players that have come in have fit in really well with the group. They've done some team bonding together too, and most importantly, the football intensity at training's been great.
The Liberty A-League season is longer this year than in previous years. How have you gone about tackling that to get ready for a longer season?
Yeah, to be honest, we haven't looked too far ahead. We've got 2 games to start the season and then an international break. So the main thing has just been about getting everyone in, seeing where they've been at, and trying just to build towards those first 2 games. The good thing though is with a longer season, we get to work with players for longer, and we think that's beneficial for not only our league but also for the national teams as well.
Is there an element of surprise in round one because it's very hard to see what other teams have been up to, I suppose, in the off-season?
I think so, especially for us over here. We're a little bit isolated. We're probably one of the few teams that hasn't had a hit out against A-League opposition, so there will be a bit of that, and add to that the fact that the pre-season is so short as well, and we've got players coming from all different parts of the world and country at varying levels of fitness too. So I think the first 2 games are going to be a little bit of see what happens, but we'll be ready for round one.
If you look at just purely on results, you probably think maybe last year was down a little bit, but you just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Have you done anything different this year, or are you just expecting the new personnel maybe to get the job done?
Yeah, it was disappointing last year, and no one's more disappointed than our group, the staff and the players, because we came into last season with a lot of expectation off the back of a couple of strong seasons. So we've been quite deliberate about the way that we've recruited. We've tried to bring in more depth to spread the load. I feel like over the past 2 seasons there was a lot expected of a few of our attacking players. And so, yeah, we've had a bit of a look at the way we're going to set up those chances as well. So hopefully that results in more goals. We'll see what happens.
Lastly, is there anyone in this team that you think might jump out of the pack, an emerging player that might make a name for himself this season?
Yeah, we've got a few. We've just had 4 players go away and return with the Australian under-23 side. They went over to Italy for 10 days. So players like Ella Tonkin, Annie Grove, Millsy Murray, Katie Bowler, some of those players, they're local girls. They've been around our system for a while, so we're hoping they'll have a breakout year. And then we've brought in some really fresh, young, exciting players from interstate and other A-League clubs. Sarah Morgan, Alana Yanchevsky, those type of players. Hannah Blake as well. So, and we've got Rosetta Taylor too. So we've got quite a few players that are coming in that I think can step up and have a wonderful year this year.